There are moments in life that feel like interruptions, annoying detours that seem to derail our carefully laid plans. But I am here to tell you that these are almost always divine interventions in disguise. If you have found this message, it is not because the algorithm suggested it, and it is not a coincidence. You are here because your spirit has been sensing a shift, a heaviness, or perhaps a sudden urgency that you cannot quite explain. Today, specifically around this date of February 9th, there is a critical window opening in the spiritual realm, and it concerns a specific assignment that has been placed upon your life. There is a woman who needs your help. This is not a metaphor, and this is not a general call to be kind. This is a divine appointment. A direct and immediate request is being made of you by the Creator, and you are being called to assist this woman. Not when it is convenient, not when you have extra time, but right now. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. You might be asking, who is she? Why me? And why is this so urgent? I'm going to answer every single one of those questions, and as we go deeper into this message, I will reveal why her destiny is inexplicably intertwined with your own. The breakthrough you have been praying for, the financial door you need opened, the healing you have been crying out for. It is all tied to your response to this specific situation. Before I reveal how to identify her, I need you to settle your spirit. Take a deep breath. We are about to walk on holy ground. The universe often works through chains of connection, where one person's act of faith becomes the key that unlocks another person's miracle. You may not see the full picture right now. You might feel like you barely have enough energy or resources to handle your own life, let alone take on the burden of someone else. I speak to many of you who are over the age of 35, 40, or 50. You have lived enough life to know what compassion fatigue feels like. You have helped people who didn't appreciate it. You have poured into cups that were bottomless pits. You have been the strong one for so long that you are tired. I understand that. But this is different. God does not need intermediaries, yet He chooses to work through human hands to manifest His will on earth. He could resolve this woman's situation in an instant. He has the power to snap His fingers and change her reality. But instead, He has chosen you. He has positioned you as the answer to a prayer you never heard. This is not just about charity. This is about purpose. This is a test of your heart and a calibration of your spiritual frequency. When you say yes to this assignment, you are not just helping her. You are proving to the universe that you are ready for the next level of your own abundance. Think about the last few days. Have you had a face pop into your mind repeatedly? Have you received a phone call from a female relative, a friend, or even an acquaintance that left you feeling a strange tug in your chest? Perhaps you saw a woman in a grocery store or a colleague at work who seemed to be carrying a weight too heavy for her shoulders. We often brush these moments off. We say, "I hope she is okay," and we keep walking. But the urgency you are feeling right now is a signal of perfect alignment. The window for this specific action is open now. This is a kairos moment, a moment of indeterminate time in which everything happens. If you ignore it, the opportunity passes, and the cycle of delay continues in your own life. But if you respond, you release momentum for breakthroughs in both your life and hers. Before we go further, I want you to make a commitment to your own growth. If you are ready to accept this assignment and unlock your next season, click the like button right now. It is a small physical act that signals a spiritual willingness. And if you have not joined our community yet, subscribe to the channel. We are gathering the chosen ones, the people who are ready to stop living by default and start living by divine design. Let's dig into the spiritual mechanics of why this is happening. Scripture and ancient wisdom show us that destiny is often hidden in seemingly small acts of service. Consider the widow of Zarephath. She was starving, preparing her last meal, when the prophet Elijah asked her for bread. It seemed like an insensitive request. She had nothing, yet her willingness to help him, her willingness to put his need above her own fear, was the very thing that triggered a miracle of supply that lasted for years. This is the principle we are dealing with today. You are being asked to help this woman, not because you have an abundance of time or money, but because your act of obedience is the seed for your own harvest. Many of you are standing in front of a Red Sea in your own life. You need a way to be made where there is no way. You have been asking God for a sign. This is the sign. The woman you are called to help is your doorway. It is a counterintuitive truth. To get what you need, you must give what you have. Now I need to address a very specific blockage that might be rising up in your mind. You might be thinking, I don't have money to give. I want to be very clear. Help is not always financial. In fact, for this specific assignment, money might be the least important thing you can offer. This woman might need your voice. She might need you to advocate for her in a room she cannot enter. She might need your wisdom, your professional advice, or simply your listening ear. She might need to know that she is not invisible. In a world that is increasingly disconnected, where we scroll past human suffering on our screens every day, the act of truly seeing someone is a radical act of love. It shifts the atmosphere. When you stop and engage, when you offer your presence, you are channeling divine energy. Science tells us that acts of altruism release oxytocin and dopamine, not just in the receiver, but in the giver. It lowers your blood pressure. It reduces inflammation. Your body is literally wired to be the answer to someone else's problem. But spiritually, it does something even more powerful. It breaks the spirit of selfishness and fear that tries to keep us trapped in a poverty mindset. I want you to pause and reflect on the women in your life right now. Is there a mother who is struggling with health issues? A sister who is going through a silent divorce? A daughter who is lost and confused? A neighbor who just lost her husband? Or perhaps it is a stranger you cross paths with daily. The Holy Spirit is highlighting someone right now. Do not suppress that thought. Do not rationalize it away by saying, "Oh, she is fine, she is strong." The strong ones are often the ones who are breaking on the inside because no one thinks to check on them. This woman has been praying for relief. She has been asking God if anyone cares. You are the confirmation she has been waiting for. And here is the secret that most people miss. Her destiny is tied to yours. There is a concept in quantum physics called entanglement. When two particles interact, they become linked, and what happens to one instantly affects the other, regardless of distance. In the spiritual realm, this is the law of connection. By lifting her burden, you are lightening the load on your own soul. You are clearing the debris from your own path. There is a danger here, however, and I must warn you about it. The enemy of your soul knows that you are on the brink of a breakthrough. He knows that if you complete this assignment, you will level up. So, he will send distractions. He will make you suddenly very busy, He will bring up old offenses. You might remember that this woman slighted you 10 years ago. You might feel that she doesn't deserve your help. You might feel a sudden wave of irritation or judgment. Recognize these emotions for what they are. Resistance. Resistance always shows up right before a promotion. If you feel resistance to helping her, it is a sign that there is a massive blessing hidden behind that act of service. Do not let your ego talk you out of your destiny. The ego says, "What about me?" The Spirit says, "Here I am, send me." This is the difference between a chosen one and someone who is just walking through life asleep. You are awake. You are aware. And because you are aware, you have a responsibility. Let's talk about the specific date, February 9th. In numerology and spiritual timing, dates act as coordinates. We are moving through a season of completion and new beginnings. The number 9 often represents finality, judgment, and the end of a cycle. You're being given a chance to close a karmic loop. Perhaps there is a pattern in your family line of women being unsupported, of people struggling alone. By stepping in and helping this woman, you are breaking a generational curse. You are declaring that in your bloodline, we help each other. We do not turn a blind eye. You are rewriting the spiritual DNA of your lineage. This is heavy work. It is not for the faint of heart. But you are not faint of heart. You have been forged in the fire. You have survived things that would have destroyed others. That is why you are the one who is called. God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. You have the capacity for this. You have the emotional intelligence, the resources, and the spirit to make a difference in this woman's life today. I want to share a story that illustrates this perfectly. There was a man, a successful executive, who felt a sudden urge to call his former assistant, a woman he hadn't spoken to in years. He argued with himself. It was awkward. He was busy, but the feeling wouldn't leave. He finally made the call. She answered in tears. She had just lost her home and was sitting in her car, wondering how she would feed her children. He was able to connect her with a job opening at a friend's company that same day. It cost him nothing but a phone call and a recommendation. But here is the twist. 2 months later, that woman in her new position introduced him to a client that saved his own business from bankruptcy. He didn't know he was saving his own business when he made that call. He thought he was just being kind. This is how God works. He hides your rescue inside your rescue of someone else. You never know what the ripple effect will be. As we continue, I want you to engage with me in the comments. I want you to write this declaration. I am open to be the answer. Type it out. I am open to be the answer. When you write it, you are setting an intention. You are telling your subconscious mind to be on the lookout for this opportunity. You are telling the universe that you are available for service. And while you are there, read the declarations of others. Send them a like or a prayer. We are a community of light bearers and we strengthen each other. Now let's get practical. How do you identify her if it's not immediately obvious? Look for the cracks in the mask. We live in a society that rewards perfectionism, so this woman is likely hiding her pain. She might be smiling, but her eyes are tired. She might be quieter than usual. She might be withdrawing from social events, or conversely, she might be acting out, being irritable or difficult. Pain often looks like anger. If there is a woman in your life who is being difficult right now, instead of reacting with anger, try reacting with curiosity. Ask her, "How are you really?" And wait for the answer. Look past the defense mechanisms. Listen to what she is not saying. The Holy Spirit speaks in whispers. It is that subtle nudging that says, buy her coffee, send her a text, offer to babysit, connect her with that resource. Do not overthink it. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Immediate obedience is the highest form of faith. There is another layer to this. For some of you, the woman you need to help is a reflection of a part of yourself that you have neglected. This is deep shadow work. Sometimes the person who annoys us the most is mirroring a weakness or a need we refuse to acknowledge in ourselves. By showing compassion to her, you are actually healing that wounded part of your own psyche. You are integrating your shadow. You are becoming whole. This is why the scripture says, love your neighbor as yourself. You cannot truly love your neighbor if you hate yourself, and often loving your neighbor is the path to learning how to love yourself. It is a divine loop of grace. The urgency of this message cannot be overstated. We are living in times of great acceleration. Things are moving fast. The gap between seed and harvest is shrinking. If you plant a seed of kindness today, on or around February 9th, the harvest will come swiftly. But the reverse is also true. If you ignore the call, if you harden your heart, the consequences of that stagnation will also appear quickly. We are not saying this to induce fear, but to induce wisdom. Wisdom knows the times and seasons. Wisdom knows when to act. This is a time to act. I want to address the skeptics for a moment. You might be thinking, this is just a coincidence. I don't believe in divine appointments. That is your prerogative. But ask yourself this: what do you lose by being kind? What do you lose by reaching out to someone who might be struggling? Nothing. But what do you gain? You gain a sense of connection. You gain the knowledge that you made the world slightly less dark for someone else. And if I am right, and I believe with every fiber of my being that I am, you gain access to a spiritual flow that will bless you in ways you cannot imagine. Pascal Zoiseur suggests that it is better to bet on the existence of God than against it. I suggest it is better to bet on the power of kindness than against it. Let's go deeper into the how. What if you reach out and she rejects your help? What if she pushes you away? This is a very real possibility. People in pain are often defensive. They have been hurt before. Your assignment is not to force her to accept help. Your assignment is to offer it. The outcome is not your responsibility. The obedience is. If you extend a hand and she slaps it away, you have still passed the test. You have still aligned your heart with heaven. Do not take it personally. Her reaction is about her trauma. Your action is about your character. Walk away with love, keep the door open, and keep praying for her. Sometimes just knowing that someone cared enough to offer is the seed that will bloom later in her life. You are planting seeds, not manufacturing fruit. The fruit is God's business. There is a specific group of you watching this who have been feeling a very specific burden for a mother figure. Maybe it is your own mother, or a grandmother, or a mentor who was like a mother to you. There is a reconciliation that needs to happen. There is a forgiveness that needs to be released. This is the hardest work of all, to help a woman who may have failed you, to show grace to someone who was supposed to be the strong one. If this resonates with you, know that this is the ultimate stronghold breaker. When you can bless those who have hurt you, or bless those who you feel owe you, you become invincible in the spirit. You cut the cords of bitterness that have been holding you back. This February 9th window is powerful for family healing. Do not let pride steal your peace. Pick up the phone, write the letter, make the move. As we approach the final section of this message, I want to prepare you for what happens after you obey. The aftermath of obedience is often a sudden release of peace. You will feel a lightness in your chest. The anxiety that has been humming in the background of your life will suddenly go quiet. This is the peace that surpasses all understanding. It is the confirmation that you did the right thing. And then, watch for the synchronicities. Watch for the sudden phone calls, the unexpected checks in the mail, the random encounters that lead to new opportunities. When you take care of God's business, which is people, He takes care of your business. It is a covenant exchange. I need you to understand that you are a chosen one. Being chosen is not a badge of honor to wear for status. It is a mandate for service. It means you are held to a higher standard. It means you cannot get away with what others get away with. It means when you feel the nudge, you must move. The world is in desperate need of people who are tuned in to the frequency of love. There is so much noise, so much chaos, so much selfishness. You are the antidote. You are the salt of the earth. But salt is useless if it stays in the shaker. You have to be poured out. You have to make contact. This woman, whoever she is in your life, is the place where you are meant to be poured out today. Let's visualize this together. Close your eyes for a moment if it is safe to do so. Imagine a golden light surrounding you. This is the light of divine protection and provision. Now, imagine extending that light to the woman who has been on your mind. See her surrounded by that same light. See her burden lifting. See a smile returning to her face. Feel the connection between your heart and hers. This visualization is a form of prayer. It prepares the way for the physical action you are about to take. When you open your eyes, you will know exactly what to do. The confusion will be gone. The hesitation will vanish. You will move with the confidence of someone who is sent on a mission by the King. I also want to warn you about the bystander effect. This is a psychological phenomenon where people assume someone else will help, so nobody helps. Do not fall into this trap. Do not assume she has other people. Do not assume her family is taking care of it. Even if they are, your specific contribution is unique. You have a specific frequency, a specific word, a specific touch that no one else has. Maybe she has money, but she lacks encouragement. Maybe she has family, but she feels lonely in a crowded room. You are the missing piece of the puzzle. Your intervention is the catalyst. Before we conclude, I want to give you a challenge. I challenge you to act on this within the next 24 hours. Do not let the sun go down on this instruction. The energy of this message is fresh right now. If you wait, the logic of the world will creep in and talk you out of it. Do it while the fire is hot. And after you have done it, come back to this video. Share your testimony in the comments. Tell us what happened. Your story will encourage someone else to step out in faith. We are building a library of miracles here. Your testimony is a weapon against the darkness. It proves that God is still moving, that humanity is still good, and that we are all connected. If you are still watching, it is because your spirit is resonating with this truth. You know this is for you. You can feel it in your gut. That intuition is your GPS. Trust it. Do not second-guess it. The mind analyzes, the spirit knows. You are in a season of heightened spiritual sensitivity. Use it. This is your superpower. I want to offer a prayer for you before you go, a prayer of activation. Divine Creator, I thank you for the person listening to this right now. I thank you that you have chosen them for such a time as this. I ask that you would open their spiritual eyes to see the woman you are highlighting. Remove the scales of distraction and busyness. Give them a heart of flesh, sensitive to the needs of others. I pray for boldness to overcome the fear of rejection or awkwardness. I pray for resources that as they pour out, you would pour in. Let this act of obedience be the key that unlocks the floodgates of heaven over their life. Bless the woman who is to receive this help. Prepare her heart to receive it. Let this interaction be a holy moment that changes the trajectory of both their lives. I rebuke the spirit of delay and the spirit of fear. We step into this assignment with courage and joy. In the name of all that is holy, amen. Now listen closely. The next few hours are critical. Pay attention to your phone. Pay attention to the people you bump into. Pay attention to the random thoughts that cross your mind. The dots are connecting. The picture is forming. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. You are not behind. You have not missed the boat. This is your moment. Remember, the thumbnail of this video said, God is calling you. He's not calling you to a mountaintop to sit in silence. He's calling you into the messy, beautiful trenches of human connection. He's calling you to be his hands and feet. It is a high calling, it is a difficult calling, but the reward is a life of significance, a life of power, and a life of deep, abiding joy. As you go about your day, carry this awareness with you. You are a secret agent of the divine. You are undercover in your workplace, in your family, in your neighborhood. You are carrying a solution. Deliver it. If this message has blessed you, please share it with someone else who might need to hear it. You never know who else is being called to this mission. By sharing, you are expanding the network of light. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. We have more urgent messages coming this month, and you do not want to miss the next alignment. The month of February is a corridor of transformation. Let's walk through it together, eyes open, hearts ready. I leave you with this thought. You are powerful beyond measure when you are aligned with your purpose. Your purpose is people. Love them well, serve them well, and watch how the universe conspires to bless you in return. The woman is waiting. The window is open. The time is now. Go and be the miracle. There is a final secret I want to leave you with, something that often goes unspoken in these circles. When you help this woman, you might find that she has a piece of information, a contact, or a wisdom key that you desperately need. It might not happen immediately, but pay attention to the conversation you have with her. There is a code hidden in the exchange. It might be a book recommendation, a name she drops, or a warning she gives. God often hides his treasures in earthen vessels. She is the vessel. The treasure is inside the interaction. Do not rush the encounter. Be present. The gold is in the details. Many of you are worried about the future. You are worried about the economy, about your health, about your children. I want to tell you that the antidote to worry is work, specifically kingdom work. When you shift your focus from how will I survive to who can I help, you step out of the frequency of survival and into the frequency of sovereignty. You begin to operate as a creator rather than a victim. This shift changes everything. It changes your biology, your psychology, and your reality. So who is she? Is she the cashier who looks exhausted? Is she your mother-in-law? Is she the homeless woman on the corner? Is she your boss who seems to have it all together but is secretly falling apart? Ask the question, Lord, who is it? And the face will appear. Trust the first face you see. That is your assignment. Do not delay. Procrastination is the assassin of destiny. Do it today, even if it is just a text message to start the conversation. Break the inertia. The moment you move, God moves. The moment you step out, the bridge appears beneath your feet. Thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for being a chosen one who takes their calling seriously. I am proud of you. I am standing with you. And I know, without a shadow of a doubt, that you are going to see a victory in your life because of your obedience in this season. Until next time, stay awake, stay aligned, and stay compassionate. Your breakthrough is one act of kindness away. Let's talk about the specific energy of the number 9 in relation to this date. In numerology, 9 is the number of universal love, eternity, faith, and humanitarianism. It represents the culmination of wisdom and experience, and it vibrates with the energy of benevolence and service. It is no coincidence that this call to help a woman falls under this vibration. The universe is supporting this action. The cosmic winds are at your back. You are swimming with the current, not against it. When you act on a 9 vibration, you are bringing things to a fruitful conclusion. You are wrapping up old karma. You are graduating. Think of this as a final exam for the season you have been in. You have learned the lessons. You have suffered the trials. Now, the teacher is silent during the test. The test is, can you look outside yourself even when you are hurting? Can you give when you feel empty? If you can pass this test, the new semester begins, a semester of favor, of flow, and of freedom. I know some of you are feeling a resistance even as you listen. You are thinking, I have been the helper my whole life, and look where it got me. I'm tired of being the one who gives. I hear you. That anger is valid, but this is not about being a doormat. This is not about enabling toxic behavior. This is about a specific, spirit-led act of intervention. It requires discernment. You are not being asked to save her. You are being asked to assist her. There is a difference. Saving is God's job. Assisting is yours. Know your boundaries, but do not let your boundaries become walls that block out the Holy Spirit. Let's refine the how one more time. If the woman is a stranger, a smile, a genuine compliment, paying for her coffee, or simply asking if she needs help with something she is carrying. If the woman is an acquaintance, a check-in text, a handwritten note, an invitation to lunch. If the woman is family, a listening ear without judgment, an offer to take a chore off her plate, a verbal affirmation of her value. If the woman is an enemy or someone you dislike, a prayer for her well-being. This is the most powerful of all, releasing a grudge, speaking well of her to others. Each of these levels requires a different kind of courage. Choose the one that applies to your situation. You might be wondering, what if I miss it? What if the moment has passed? Grace is timeless. If you miss the specific moment, the intention still counts. Circle back. It is never too late to do the right thing. The window is open, but even if it starts to close, your faith can pry it back open. I want to speak to the men watching this. You have a unique role. Your strength, your protection, and your honor are needed. When a man steps up to help a woman without an agenda, without expecting anything in return, it heals something deep in the collective. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.